Right now, as we're speaking, there's literally thousands of people from all over the world making a consistent income on the internet. $10,000, $20,000 a month, $100,000 a month, even more. And it's got nothing to do with intelligence. In fact, you'd be shocked to discover you might actually have a higher IQ than a lot of these people. But the main difference between them and you is that they started while you're still there passively watching how to make money online content. And if that's the case, really, I'm not blaming you. Because just a few years ago, I was in the exact same spot. I was exactly where you are right now. I was ambitious. I knew I wanted to make a lot of money. I wanted to have geographical freedom. I wanted to dissociate my time from my income. Like, I wanted to just be free to plan my day however I wanted. And so I had all these dreams, all these ambitions. But for some reason, I was barely taking action. And when I did take action, I would either take action on the wrong thing, like the wrong business models, for example, dropshipping, like, oh my god, it's a nightmare, or I would simply just not be consistent enough. I'd always listen to this voice in the back of my head that was full of doubts, full of fear, full of anxiety. What if you try and you fail? What if you start reaching out to potential clients and they all reject you? And because of that nasty voice in the back of my head, I literally procrastinated working on my business for 7 months. Like 7 months, it's almost a full year of doing nothing because I listened to a voice in my head that said it wasn't possible. And then I proved it wrong. When I finally had enough, I actually took action, and fast forward a couple years later, I've made thousands of dollars per day. My record, in fact, was making $4,200 something in 48 hours. But that only happened because I became a better version of myself. If I had stayed as I was back then, shy, so anxious I couldn't even leave my parents' house to go for a walk in the neighborhood, what do you think I would have achieved? Like, seriously. I'll tell you the answer. Fucking nothing. I would have stayed exactly where I was. Poor, out of shape, single, lonely, absolutely miserable. I hated my life. I had nothing going on for me at the time. So the reason I'm making this video is because I don't want you to waste your potential like I did for 7 months. And in reality, I'm being too gentle with myself because it wasn't just 7 months. I had been thinking about starting an online business for years, ever since I was 11 years old. But I didn't really start and commit until I was a legal adult. I could have started when I was 11, like, what really stopped me? And if you're serious about making money online, when you're done watching this video, click the link in the description or in the pinned comment on this video. You'll get access to my private school community and program where I'm teaching people just like you how they can monetize their passion or interests with digital products. It's literally the business model all the gurus are doing, even the ones who tell you to do dropshipping or all these other things. And it's made me thousands of dollars a day. And I am personally gonna show you everything step by step. So click the link in the description below and join today. And the thing I really want you to understand right now is that the smarter you are, the more likely you are to stay broke. I know it sounds like completely backwards because all our lives we've been told that brilliant people go to the best universities, they get the best degrees, they make a lot of money, and that's true. But there's a big difference between having a big, great career, you make 6 figures a year, and having a business which gives you insane freedom. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want. You can wake up when you want. You can travel the world. You have complete geographical freedom, and you're making $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month. Like, there's a big gap between the Harvard graduates who work regular jobs, they work 12 hours a day, and the people who make $100K per month, only working a few hours a day, and then the rest of the day they just do whatever they want. Like, I have a lot of freedom in my life right now. And the reason why smart people are actually at a disadvantage is because they think too much. They overthink every little detail. They want everything to be perfect. You know, sometimes I've heard people joke about perfectionism. They say it's not a real flow, you can't be too perfect. But what these people don't get is that true perfectionism means you don't even take action. Because you want everything to be so perfect, you literally don't do anything. You don't take action at all. And guess what happens if you don't take action at all? Obviously, you're not gonna make any money. You're going to be dead broke. For a long time, that's exactly the kind of situation I was in. And you know what's funny? None of the fears I had in my head actually came true. Like, for example, I had a service business back in 2022. I was too afraid to open up my laptop to reach out to potential clients on LinkedIn. Like, seriously, I'm not fucking kidding you. I was too afraid of that. A couple years ago, there's no way I would have made a YouTube video in my bathrobe like this, even though I spend my whole day in my fucking bathrobe. There's no dress code when you work for yourself. I would have been too scared of what people would think. Nowadays, I couldn't give two fucks about it. And also, the more intelligent you are, the more you are likely to get shiny object syndrome. You probably already have shiny object syndrome without even realizing it. Like, how many different business ideas are you researching right now? There you go. You've got shiny object syndrome. You can't pick one thing. You can't commit to one thing. And guess what? To actually be successful at something and make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, all the way to hundreds of thousands a month, you need to pick one thing and commit to it. But shiny object syndrome is the thing that's going to prevent you from committing to anything. Because you'll think, oh, this new opportunity looks better. One day you'll hear a guy talking about day trading and you'll think, oh, I need to do that. And then the next week you'll hear a guy talking about dropshipping, like, oh my fucking god, dropshipping, like seriously, out of all things, dropshipping. And you'll think, oh, that's what I need to do. No, this isn't what you need to do. The best business model you can start in 2026, if you want to have fun, geographical freedom, make a lot of money, have 90 to 95% profit, is selling digital products. The other thing you need to understand is that making $10,000 per month isn't magic. Like, there's nothing mystical about it. It's just mathematics. I had my first $11,000 to $12,000 a month online at 22 years old, and it happened because I followed a proven process. I sold a proven high ticket offer. I solved a painful problem for people. I helped service businesses to get more customers. That's it. It had nothing sexy, you know, but it was a need people had, and I got paid handsomely for it. So if we do the math, to make 10K per month, all you need is 100 people paying you $100 a month or 10 people paying you $1,000. It is actually more achievable than you think, and you don't need millions of followers or a lot of views. When I achieved my first 11 to 12K per month, I mean, I wasn't getting that many views, you know. I had less subscribers than now. And even now, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, technically, it's a very small channel. Now, if you know the stats of YouTube, most YouTube channels will never even get 1,000 subscribers, and the reason is because people quit. They post a couple of videos and then they just give up. I have multiple channels that got over 1,000 subscribers, so I've achieved doing the thing which most people don't achieve on YouTube again and again and again. It is not that difficult. Within your first year, you'll get 1,000 subscribers. That's true, especially if you post shorts because they're easy to get subscribers. Shorts suck for making money. Like, you make money with the long form videos, like this video I'm making right now, but shorts, they help you get a lot of subscribers. If right now you're afraid that your business is gonna fail, the reason you have that fear in the first place is because you don't understand the math behind your business. It's shocking to me, but a lot of people in business, they don't know their numbers. They don't track their numbers. They don't know how many views they need to get a lead, and they don't know how many leads they need to book a sales call, and they don't know how many sales calls they close to get a sale. Like, most people don't track their numbers at all. They don't know how many views they need, how many page views they need on their school communities or sales pages every month to get X amount of customers. They know nothing. But when you know your numbers, business is simple. It becomes predictable mathematics. Like, literally, that is it. And then you figure out, okay, how do I increase my income? Maybe I need more traffic. Okay, I can make more videos, or I can make better videos. I can edit them more. I can become better at storytelling, buy books on the subject, etc. Or maybe you're not good at converting the people in your funnel. Maybe you need to get better at closing sales calls, or you need to make a better sales page, etc. There's always things you can do. So if you're scared of failing, it's because first, you're not necessarily taking action, and two, if you are taking action, you don't know your numbers. So it feels like you're at the mercy of this invisible force. You are not. You just don't track your numbers. So of course you're in the dark, you don't know anything, and if you don't track something, if you don't measure it, you can't improve it. Like, let's say I put a blindfold on you. You can't weigh yourself, you can't look at yourself. How do you know if you're losing weight? How do you know? You don't. So you need to be able to track the progress you want to make. And if you're serious about making money online, when you're done watching this video, click the link in the description or in the pinned comment on this video. You'll get access to my private school community and program where I'm teaching people just like you how they can monetize their passion or interests with digital products. It's literally the business model all the gurus are doing, even the ones who tell you to do dropshipping or all these other things. And it's made me thousands of dollars a day. And I am personally gonna show you everything step by step. So click the link in the description below and join today. Now, I know that the reason why you haven't started your YouTube business yet is because you're afraid that one of your teachers, one of your parents, your classmates, your cousin is going to stumble upon your YouTube videos, make fun of you, and then you won't be humiliated. And I don't blame you for feeling this way, because humans are social creatures. We've evolved to live in a tribe, and if back then you did something to offend the tribe or something that they didn't like, you were at a high risk of being rejected from the tribe, and then you'd have to go and fend for yourself in the dangerous wilderness. So you had to stick with the tribe. But nowadays, what do you honestly risk? Like, let's say your classmate finds your videos and they make fun of it. Everybody at school knows you have a YouTube channel. So what? In a few years, you won't even talk to those people. Like, at all. And then they'll be the same fucking losers that work jobs that they hate. They're in debt. They go party. They have so many bad habits. They do all the shit you shouldn't be doing if you want to be successful and live a good life. And you won't be successful. It's funny because I had a few people reach out to me from high school like years later, and they saw my fancy pictures on Instagram, and it was a pretty good feeling, I can tell you. Like the people that were popular in my high school and stuff, even in middle school, I found them on social media years ago, and oh my god, they're fucking losers. They had a glow down, like physically, and they're also like doing regular bullshit jobs. They're not free, and they were the popular kids. While nowadays, I'm the one who's living life, and I was the kid who got bullied for everything. I mean, the first day I went to school, I had like some Batman backpack. We literally found a 50 euro bill on the floor with my parents when we were outside, and we bought a brand new backpack for me, like a Batman backpack in middle school. And the first day I walk in the school, people just fucking make fun of me because I don't have an East pack. I wasn't part of the rich kids, like, what the fuck? I was happy about my new backpack. But I mean, especially in middle school, like, people are usually dumb and very superficial. When it's not like any of these kids have done anything with their lives, especially the rich ones, like, you didn't do anything. Your parents are just wealthy, you are not. Logan Forsyth, I'm sorry if I'm destroying your name, Logan, is one of the people behind the biggest influencers you know. I'm talking people with millions of followers. He's helped them to literally explode their follower and their view count, and mainly through short form content. So he's literally generated and is still generating billions of views per month for his clients. He said the following: "It always looks cringe when you're just getting started. When you're getting 10 views a video, it's gonna look cringe. People are gonna make fun of you, if they even do. But when you have 100,000 subs, 1,000,000 subs, you're making $10,000 a month, $100,000 a month. Now all of a sudden, it's no longer cringe. So you have to be willing to go through that awkward cringe phase where you're not successful yet. And you're being vulnerable, you're putting yourself out there. People can reject you. You have to choose at the end of the day. Do you care about the opinions of people who are gonna make fun of you? Or do you prefer to just do what it takes so you can be wealthy and happy? Like, I know I made that choice for myself. And I had the same fears as you. Before I started my first educational YouTube channel in 2021, I had another channel more on spiritual topics. I was so scared that I was gonna publish a video and people were gonna hate me. They were gonna insult me. They were gonna find my content pathetic, ridiculous. I was really scared of that because my whole life I was basically bullied all the time. So my brain was like, if you expose yourself like that on social media, it's gonna be horrible. You're probably gonna get bullied again the same way you were all your life. But guess what happened? I posted videos and people loved my videos. I barely ever had any dislikes. I get way more dislikes on this channel now because whenever you speak about making money, it offends the pussies among the viewers. But my point is, everything you're so scared is gonna happen, that people are gonna make fun of you, etc. You don't know if that's gonna happen anyway. Like, don't let potential fears about what's gonna happen in the future prevent you from getting started. Because if you do, you'll never make it. A few years ago, back when I was learning to drive, I had this horrible, shitty driving instructor. Like, he's the worst guy you ever met. The guy had dirty shoes, dirty clothes, dirty teeth. He smelled like cigarettes all the time. He was downing liters of Coca-Cola and calling his friends while we were on my fucking driving lesson. The guy was a nightmare. And one day he told me that the scary thing about life was that every year was the same thing on repeat. Like, nothing was any different. And at the time, I shut my mouth. I didn't say anything to him because, again, he was a fucking nightmare to deal with. I'm glad it's over. But what I thought is, it is your responsibility to make the next year different. Like, if you just sit there and you down Coca-Cola and you smoke, and like, you smoke so much that your fucking teeth are rotten, what do you expect? Like, what do you expect? Seriously. The madness of people is that they keep doing the same thing again and again and again. And they somehow expect their life is gonna change and they're gonna get rich and fit and they will find the love of their life, but they don't try to do anything different. It's like expecting to find love if you never even leave your home, if you never ever try to come into contact with anyone. It's obviously not gonna happen. So really, the best way you're going to break the procrastination loop is just by getting in motion, starting, realizing that the longer you wait, the more difficult it's gonna get. And you're gonna miss your chance if you wait. That's the fucking truth. Do you want to let someone else get the viewers, get the audience that could have been yours, and make the money that could have been yours? If you do, then, I mean, you don't deserve anything. I'm sorry to say it. But I know you're not like that. I know you're ambitious. I know you want more out of life than the cookie-cutter traditional path. And you deserve all the freedom, all the happiness, all the comfort you want. but nobody's gonna give it to you. You've got to go out there and make it happen yourself. That's exactly what I did. Now, I don't have time to explain everything in this video, otherwise it would be 50 hours long, like genuinely there's so much to cover. But if you want me to personally help you to build a profitable digital product business with YouTube, check out the resources in the description below, and I will see you on the other side.